Welcome back with Bentley and Lola on the Alithia Rose, because life's not dull.
So, just going to join my sunny walk to go to the boat. So yeah, why is we've got the boat out? So lots of these are issues that we found when we actually had the survey when we bought the boat. The primer wasn't actually sticking to the boat. So the blacking will peel out. When I get there, I'll peel some off so you can actually see what's going on with it. Not only that, the toilet, so it's an incinerator toilet. Love the fact it's an incinerator toilet. We haven't got to put it with water. We don't need to won't have any leaks. We won't have to use any blue chemicals with it. However, it's like the people didn't really look after it properly or have it installed properly, because the intake for the air in, you need air to make fire, is actually a bit low to the water. So on a choppy bit in a river, we could have water coming in the boat, which doesn't sound like a good idea. Water on the outside, not on the inside. So some welding's going on, and we're going to have a new one of that, moved up a bit. And while he's there, he's going to take the toilet apart and service it. It doesn't look like it's been cleaned much. The catalytic converter, the fan's on its way out. So yeah, lots of stuff going on with that. In fact, good timing this, because past couple of weeks got a bit difficult having to almost manually start the fan before when we go use the toilet. So it's really due a good look after and everything with it. So we've got the outside being done and the toilet being done. Now the outside, back to the outside, skipping around a bit here. So because the primer's not sticking properly, we've got to have it shot blasted all the way back to the metal. So we had the choice then to black it or epoxy it. The cost, once you've actually got for the shot blasting, wasn't too dissimilar. So we've decided to epoxy it. Now, if we blacked it 3 years later, we'd have to do it all over again. Well, not the shot blasting, but get it out of the water, which has a cost of using the epoxy on it. We have hopefully 8 years of doing it. So more than double the time. So hopefully, fingers crossed, when it gets done, it will look good and it will last 8 years. Just stopped here with the dogs. So there they are on the little walk. Got to say, while the boat's out doing all the stuff on the survey, I'm going to take the chance to get some internal decorating done. After the last video and Lola's hair on the wet paint, I'm taking this opportunity to get some painting done when the dog's not going to go and poof hair all over it. So internal works, toilet, and the external of the painting. Now, we've also had the solar panels come in last time to fit the batteries. They're coming to fit the panels themselves on and get that system all hooked up, which really looking forward to. It's going to make such a difference on the boat. In fact, when it comes out of the water, going in a tunnel, it's going to be so different because we'll have power. We won't be worried about going the slightest waves, and it'll look nice. So all those things, yay. So hello, here we are on the boat. Lots of work going on. In fact, if you look out the window, no water. Although we do have neighbours. So what's going on? Well, I'm going to walk into the sun a bit. I am sweating, it is hot in here. So as you can see, I've painted the bottom green there, and that's grey. So hopefully in a bit that's going to be grey. And I'm going to take you a walk through the boat to see what's done. So I've got the dust sheets up. I haven't connected it down here yet, but sealed it all up. There's the new wall, one new wall. It's not hinged, so I can't paint it. They're coming back sometime to do the toilet. And where is the toilet? Well, not here at the moment. That's why we're not living on the boat. So, a bit strange being off land, but take you through. Hello, window. And there's the bedroom, sealed up, ready for the dust. We're warned about dust, so I have sealed the bedroom in a sheet all the way around, ready for the sandblasting. So here we are, one lovely boat, blacked. Looks really good.
Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get what you're looking for, but babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go thinking we could.
So here we are, back in the boat. As you can see, there's the double plank that's been painted, the floor and the other bit of the floor. Still waiting for the second coat, although the touch-up's been done on the front, so that's had its first coat yesterday, so it can get its second today. And we'll see where we get painted today and what we get sorted out. Let's see what we can do.
See where we went. Here's the thing, you made your bed. I just got your stain.
So, bit of update from the boat. I'm getting on with the painting here. I've left it as a bit of surprise, so you can't see the side of me here. But toilet, oh my goodness, toilet. So, he came and did the classical, really, I didn't think that'd be wrong with it. So, I dare say I've probably said this again. Pro Electric came, turned up, put the solar panels on. They forgot to do one little bit with some bollards. They arrived before I could get here at 8 o'clock Monday morning to make sure that they were on the boat and done. I can't knock Fox hangers. They put one coat of the epoxy down. It's too hot. The boat can't be more than 40 degrees to the touch for the epoxy to work. They got the first coat down after the sandblasting. They went to test yesterday and the boat was 54 degrees. So they've told me they're waiting till it cools down. And I can't really fault that at all. I'd rather the job be done properly. But communication, fantastic. So they're all good. The toilet, they came and took it. Yet more issues. So apparently the bowl bit that comes out, as didn't, because it was just welded with whatever you want to call it that's in there. So the burnt offerings, as we can call them, had just welded it in. So the bottom bit is going to give us, although I actually think that's because they're no longer using birch, they're using MDF. So give us is a bit of a free word there. Yes, the wall's done, and I'll show you in the video. The door to the hatch to get to the back of it hasn't got any hinges. Apparently hinges are difficult, but it looks like it's really good. So he's taking it off. The burner ring, oh my goodness. So the burner ring, which the gas goes through, the flames come through to get it hot enough. It was loud. It was very loud. And the holes, they've all pitted. Some have worn through. All you can say is the people before must not have emptied it. It just piled up, piled over, and just burnt everything. It's not apparently not seen wear like that on a module 7 years old. This is only 3 years old. So he's taken it out. So he's taken it off. And next week it'll be back. So I can't see a problem with it a week later. So we'll see how that goes. But problems with the toilet, and I thought it was time for a service with it. It was sounding a bit ropey at the end, and we were clinging on to it. But yeah, it's gone. God, I can't wait for it to all be done. All these jobs feel like a lot of work doing, but it can be so good when it's done. So I've cleaned it all up, and as you can see, this was just a load of old dog hair, mud, and other rubbish. But we can see there's bits of rust. So my next job is to get the drill onto it and go and get it rust treated. Let's see how it looks in a minute. So here we are. The toilet is now back. So it has taken quite some time for it to come back. In fact, we were in the water and it was nearly 8 o'clock before we actually managed to leave. Yes, they did a great job. Did it take far longer than they expected? Yes. Did they up what it needed to do? Yes. I've got to say, absolutely amazing to Fox Hangers. They were in on budget. Pro Electric, the solar. We'll have to do a different video on showing what the solar is. I might see if I can get it on this one. But wow, they both did the job superbly. Couldn't fault them. Professional. The toilet people, 22 works. They came out. It was hot the second week, but they didn't do any work, so we got delayed an extra week. They were going to turn up on the Wednesday. That got delayed to the Friday. So we finally got the toilet in and fitted at 10 to 8 on Friday, just back in the water so we could get out of the way of all the hire boats at Fox Hangers, and found ourselves a little place where we were moored, and we got a little shot of our little trip down. Just quickly, how good it is to be back on the water and what we've seen. But I thought I'd give us a quick look at the toilet. So Lola's going to help me do this little video. So here we have our incinerator toilet. So what does an incinerator toilet look like? just a normal toilet. So in there goes a liner first, and when you've done your business, you just go up and press the flush, and no water, it incinerates. So let's have a little look what's inside. The reason we had it done is I've just lifted it up here. You can see here it is all lifted up, and this piece comes off, and there it is without the gubbing. So that is a new fan, new catalytic converter, and everything goes in. So it all just goes into the pan at the bottom, and every now and again you just empty the pan, and I may show a little video of what happens when you do that. But it is clean, it is done, and it is back.